everybody, it's Brian here from Less Magic More Gathering. This week we're going to do a deck tech and play. I did a video of this type of deck before, but I didn't post it, and I made some adjustments to it. Went a different route because the way it was playing was fun, but it was kind of, I don't know. I'll explain as I go through it, but let's just go ahead and jump into this. It's basically a lands. I might rename it while I'm in here as well. I'm trying to think about what I should rename it to. I think it's, I guess you call it a lands trigger deck, or play. I don't know. I'm just going to call it lands, just because I'll figure it out eventually. Maybe something will come to my brain. But so this deck has probably been seen, or this style of deck has probably been seen. To be honest, when I put this together, there's a lot of different things I started with. I first started with Scoot Swarm, so that was huge because of what it does. So I had Scoot Swarm in here, and I loved playing the triggers and all the multiple lands. And you can see we've got our mana dork here, which allows us to play 2 mana if we got creature 4 or greater. Lotus Cobra is a huge card right now. It's massive as far as mana build. Burst Fire Elemental, the lands come in, it has haste, and you can obviously pump him up. Now, the only downside to him is there's no trample effect I have in this, but it still becomes a huge threat if you've got like so many lands that have played in this during your game, and it's like a 9/9 or something crazy, or a 10/10 or whatever it might be at the time. It's going to cause some problems. But so with 3 of these, I guess I'll go back and run down the line. So I'm going to kind of just go back in circles, but I'm going to try to start at the top and walk through it. So I had Scoot Swarm in there, and it was huge. The triggers were great, but because of the glitching and everything that was going on, I was tired of getting draws, and I was kicking somebody's butt. They did fix that, but I decided just to bounce away from the Scoot Swarm since it's very popular, and I'm going to try a different route. So essentially my route as far as multiple creature lay is going to go through Phylath because of his ability. And then with the land triggers, also pumping up these plants to make them super massive. But we'll get to that in just a second. So like I said, 3 Elysian Caryatid, 3 Lotus Cobras, 3 Brush Fire Elementals. My card number, if you can see, is a little higher, 66 out of 60. Now I can break it down and go exactly 60, but I feel like I'm hurting myself if I don't kind of use what I want, or what I want to have in this deck, and the abilities that they offer. There's a lot of adjustments I'm sure can be done. There's guys that have been playing this game, guys and girls that have been playing this game for a long time, that would find some tweaks that I haven't found, which that's perfectly fine. But I mean, I'm in Platinum level 3 now. Not huge. I mean, I think it's great for my mediocre amateur playability. I've been playing for about 4 years now. I think is where I'm at on Magic the Gathering Arena. Ever since it was available, I've been playing it. So, the twist to this deck isn't so much the land. It is all about landfall, but it's more than just being able to get the manas to build up to make the brush fire big. But like this right here was the twist. So I add this in when I read what it did. So landfall, whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled. At the beginning of your end step, if there are cards exiled with Valakut Exploration, put them into your owner's graveyard. Into their owner's graveyard, then Valakut Exploration deals that much damage to each opponent. Huge, 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 because what that does is allows you to play more cards that come up. So you play a land, you get more cards to play. If you have multiple ways to play more than one land a turn, you can play another land and keep giving yourself draw ability. So essentially this is a huge draw deck. There's not blue that does drawing in this at all. It's the land it's the land effects that give you the draw, and the play spells that give you some draw. So that partnered with another card I'll get down to. I'll go ahead and jump into it. Song of Creation. Now there's only 2 Valakut Exploration, but if you think about it, the more times I'm going to draw into cards based on the availability, I'm going to hit that Valakut Exploration. Maybe not early. If I do it early, that's great, but I'm going to get it. But Song of Creation, another huge card for this setup. And I don't like going 3-color too much, but I don't have a heavy 3-color. I really only need blue in one spot, and it's this guy. So you may play an additional land on each turn. So there you go. There's two lands a turn, just because that's out in the field of play. Whenever you cast a spell, you draw 2 cards. Again, drawing. At the beginning of your end step, discard your hand. So you do lose those cards, but the twist of that is if you can play all the spells in your hand and you have nothing but lands in your hand, then Ancient Green Warden kicks in. So you're able to put Ancient Green Warden out there as a 6-drop. It's not that much, really. A 6 is, yeah, but when you got all this mana build, it comes out so quick, so easy. You may play lands from your graveyard. If a land entering battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So all this land drop is triggering twice with this on the field of play. So if my Valakut Exploration and land draw, I pull, what is it, 1 card or 2 cards out? What does that do? It says exile the top card. So instead of 1 card, you're exiling 2 with that on the field of play. That's huge. And then you go into having all the card draw and the mana capabilities. So with the Souza, Lost but Seeking, 2 additional lands. So now you've got your regular land draw, or your land play, plus this one on the field of play. That's 3 lands. And then if you have Sun Creation, that's 4 lands you can play on each turn. It gets better. I did have Elysian of the Dryad of the Elysian Grove in here, and I like that because it's an extra land, and you can, well, your cards are whatever color you want. The only thing I don't like about it is you lose the ability to play Fabled Passage multiple times, because it won't let you do the ability because it's considered all colors when that card is out there. So I felt like I needed to take that out because I was getting stuck when I could use that extra landfall by sacrificing Fabled Passage, but I wasn't getting it because Dryad of Elysian Grove was telling me, no, you're not going to use it. So I bounced it, and then I thought I had 3 Asuzas in here, but I think I just went with 2. But apparently I've been playing fine with it the way it is. So nonetheless, that's just other ways to get land, but you don't have to have the only way to get lands in this deck to be the ones where you have an additional land per turn. You get stuff like Roiling Regrowth. You sack a land, goes in the graveyard, guess what? You can play it later with Ancient Greenwarden, so you're not missing out anything here, and then you go search for 2 lands, double whammy, trigger, trigger, trigger. Greenwarden out there with Lotus Cobra, that's like 5 lands, 6 lands. I don't know, I can't count. The math is off, I'm sure, but you get 6 mana or some of that nature just for playing Roiling Regrowth with those on the field of play. Big time, huge. And I saw somebody playing this, and I borrowed it from somebody, but they didn't have Valakut Exploration, they didn't have Brushfire Elemental. I'm not sure what else they had on there that I had in mine, but they didn't have it. So I was like, I'm going to put that in there. Scale the Heights, huge, 3-drop. Put a +1/+1 counter on top to target creature, up to 1 target creature, so you just put on whatever, probably your Brushfire or Mineral, maybe your Souza, keep her a little stronger, your Cobra, something, doesn't matter. You're going to have plenty of stuff out there to choose from. You gain 2 life, you may play an additional land this turn, and you draw a card. So there's card draw, plus you get to play another land, so that's the 4 lands with the permanents out there, plus this one is the 5th land, along with Roiling Regrowth and some other stuff that gives you a land ability. Here's the other kicker with Nasty. So it's only a common 3-drop Territorial Scythecat. Trample landfall when it enters battlefield. Under control, put a 1/1 counter on Territorial Scythecat. 2 counters when Ancient Greenwarden's on the field of play. So these things can get nasty real quick, and Trample just makes it that much more effective. So that's why I added that in there, and I dropped the Dryad Elysian Grove, because I put this in here, throw this in here, and I think I minimized some of the other stuff to give myself all kinds of angles to attack with. And I added Ogre Battle Driver in here beforehand because the effectiveness, I think I ended up having 3 or 4 in it early on, but with Scoot Swarm, giving all my Scoot Swarms and all my insects a +2/+0 and gaining haste as soon as they come in. I mean, if you trigger it multiple times and you got Ancient Greenwarden in there and you do the double trigger, there is some crazy stuff happening, and more than likely you're going to be swinging with 23/1 insects. I don't think anybody can beat that unless they've got a board wipe or attack when creatures attack board wipe. There's things that can probably happen, but in standard I don't think so. So I dropped it down to 2 because it still applies with Phylath and his plants. So granted, there's only going to be about 5 or 6 of those plants come out, but if 5 or 6 plants is a 2/1 or 2/1s that can attack right away, plus him is a 7/5, it gets kind of nasty real quick. So I left 2 of those in there because I could use those for that trigger ability. Plus he's a 3/3. 4-drop is 3/3, pretty decent sized creature, and I can pump him up with the counter, make him a 4/4, and have a decent creature. Of course, on creation, and then here is the secondary twist with the landfall. Ashaya, Soul of the Wild. If you're playing land drop at all, and you're doing heavy landfall, if you don't put this in those decks, you're not really doing yourself any justice, because you don't have to wait for your lands to come in. All your creatures are considered lands, and they'll trigger everything. So when we get to the play portion of this, if you see this out here and see how many times this triggers, like, people just drop the game because I trigger multiple times, and I don't have to play lands, I just gotta play creatures. Play a creature, trigger land, drop ability. Song of Creation's out there, that's a spell, I draw 2 cards. Play something else, land trigger. I mean, it just piles on, and before you know it, I've got a massive onslaught of creatures coming their way. So I put 2 of them in there, but so it's wild. Shaya's Soul of the Wild's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control, and I've got like 26 lands. So at a given time, I could have 26 lands out there. This thing's gonna be huge. Non-token creatures you control are forced lands in addition to their other types. So my tokens come in, but there's only a few that come in, and it's not going to affect. Everything else is considered land, and I can tap them for land, which makes it huge if you like somehow run out of land. So when I get to Ancient Greenwarden, I already talked about what his ability does. Huge. combos. Now, I could upscale it and make them threes, drop a few things off here, but I like the way it's rolling with only having a couple of each of these because I can really broaden my spectrum of things to do. Now, if I want to be super competitive, maybe I could change the numbering around a little bit and drop my card number down and try to work it, but I think with playing a lot of lands, you're going to need to have a higher card total. I mean, nothing against the rules that says I can't use 66 cards for a competitive deck. I'm pretty sure you have to have at least 60 when you're in a standard play. That rule doesn't apply. You can have as much. I mean, it does apply, but in standard play you can have whatever as long as the cards are legal, and these currently are. So jumping into Phylath, obviously you know what he does. I might have explained earlier. 6-drop, not that much of a cost to me when you've got plenty of mana out there. Enters the battlefield 0/1 green plant creature token for each basic land you control, and then when you put a land in the battlefield, you give it any one land 4 counters. That triggers also with Ancient Greed, where so you give 2 plants or 1 plant 8 counters. It can get stupid, trust me. Beanstalk Giant, another huge card. 3-drop to go search for a land, bring a land, and more landfall. And then when you get to the mana, you have your whatever 15 lands out there. 15/15 Beanstalk Giant with Ogre Battle Driver. It's a 17/15 with haste. Stupid crazy. Great Hinge. I was watching a guy play a couple games on MTG Arena, and he's like, if you don't put Great Hinge in any of your green decks, you're stupid. And I'm like, well, it's a green deck. You're right. I needed to put that in. I don't know why I didn't. I mean, it makes complete sense. It gives you 2 extra mana, you gain 2 life, and then a creature comes in when a creature comes in under control, it gets a +1/+1 counter, and you draw a card. So more card draw. It's just stupid the way these things work around this whole concept of this setup. So right there essentially is what I'm playing, a 66 card deck. I just made a few adjustments before I hopped on here, and I just kind of minimized a few things that I knew I wasn't going to need and dropped down a couple lands because I was up to like 68. So I changed it up 2 cards, not a huge deal, but just changed it a little bit. So I told myself, I'm going to draw these eventually, I think. I don't see why I wouldn't. And the less cards I have in there anyways, the more likely I'm going to draw them. So I went ahead and dropped a couple copies of those. We shoot in and throw in only 2 islands. Probably don't need them, but just in case I'm struggling to find that land. I've got 2 there in case I don't get these because I got 2 islands, and then Riverglade Pathway, 2 of those, which is red or blue, depending on what I choose. Crag Crown, which is red or green, depending on what I choose. And then my temples for scrying purposes, and there's red there, or blue there on some of those. So I've got blue here and there. And of course, 4 Fabled Passages. You probably only need 1, but the more you draw, the more you're going to be able to play them multiple times for your graveyard. Like, I think one of the games I had, I played Fabled Passage like 3 times in one turn because I could play that many lands and I just kept putting it in the graveyard. It's freaking dumb, but I mean, think about the cycle, how that works. It's like almost never ending to an extent. And in Castle Garenbrig, the guy I watched, that he had a specific green deck. It wasn't based around this. You know, I don't think he had any of the cards I had in here except for I added this and then the Great Hinge. I'm trying to think if he had anything else in here that I would have copied, or not copied, but took interest in to add to this. The rest of it's kind of what I threw together. So yeah. So that would be it. But Castle Garenbrig, so that's it. You tap it for any forest, or for 1 forest, or you pay for, tap it, add 6 to spend this mana to cast creature spells or activate abilities, which don't have abilities, but it'll help to cast a creature if I'm low on mana. It can, give me 2 more, essentially. And I think the highest cost creature I have to play was the 7, so it wouldn't quite squeeze it if I was out of mana, but I could get all the rest of them, essentially. As long as I guess I had red available for this guy. Hopefully I don't have a massive amount of mana on the way into my next couple rounds. My opponent does get to go first, so that sucks. I hate it. I don't know how many times I've played in a given day, how many games I went through, and my opponent always starts first. See, mana draw already. So not the best, but it does get me away from having to waste Fabled Passage and not being able to come in untapped. So that's good. He has white. There's a lot of your exile abilities. Nothing to kill with, but he's going to have probably... I'm trying to think what white's heavy on. Flying. He's probably going to fly a lot. Dang, mana heavy. I'll go ahead and put the red out there. Good old nougat out here. I wonder what I can get. I'm going to get a Suze out there, but I can get really stupid on my mana. And I might even be able to get Great Hinge out there if I just trigger like crazy. Oh, he's white-black, so we might try to kill the... he's going to kill it. Already targeting it. What are you going to do? You're going to drop it? You're going to give it a -1/-1? Just cast down, vanish. See, there it is. It never fails. Somebody always has Vanishing Light in these games. Every time. I'll go ahead and put her out there because I could use the extra 2 mana. I will wait to trigger Fabled Passage because I could use it next time, and I can't do anything else, so I might as well pass because there's no point in doing Beanstalk Giant. Yeah, gain 2 life. Everybody banishing lights. I can't get rid of it. My guy's stuck over there, and he's going to kill her. See, he's drawn everything he needs to kill. Kill, banish, kill. I'll take it. I mean, it's not a slow start for him. He's got what he wants to get rid of me, but this is going to hurt him because I am going to come through with Vengeance. See, I don't want to get crazy. I'm just going to put... He can't kill it. He's going to block with it. I don't want to waste it because he's not going to be able to do much more than to block. That's a sorcery. So we'll go ahead and trigger this. What do I need to bring in? Probably my blue, so I've got it whenever that Song of Creation comes out. Comes in tap. There's 3/3. You can block with no damage. I can do this. Probably could have waited on that. I'd hate to play my land because he's just going to eat it. He'll eat it at this point. I figure I can wait. I got enough mana. I can wait. I'll save that. Oh, shit. I almost hit past turn. I'm used to doing that. And so he'll probably block it just to save the damage, I would think. But he's not going to. If I had pumped it up 2 more, he might have blocked it. There's no point in me putting this out here. Because I'm going to waste a mana. I want to see what he gets out here. I'm going to force his hand to try to kill something or banish this as well. Ooh. Alright. So he's going to get a flyer. So it's going to be an 0/4. Oh, it's a token, though. It has to be a non-token, doesn't it? Oh, it don't matter anyway. Pass to attackers. You know you're not going to attack. You're not going to block this either. Alright, so land for turn. I'm going to hold on to Fabled Passage. That's going to be huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll hold on to the Great Henge. Don't need it just yet. How many mountains? I need another mountain. I think I should do it one more time just in case. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I need another green anyway, because I can't play the Greater Henge. I can play it now. Just in case he thought he could stop me. Play some dumb 1 spell. I'm not gonna get the mana I need, unfortunately. But I got 2 life. Next combat. I don't know if I played that out of order. I'm not sure. I could have got Beanstalk Giant out there too. Everybody has multiple Vanishing Lights. He's got to have 4 in there. Why wouldn't you, right? Now he's down to top decking. Go ahead and put the counter on him. I don't need a counter. I feel like I hold on to land. I might need that next turn. I don't need to pump anything a 1/1. Gain 2 life, yeah, but I don't really need to draw a card, do I? I feel like that's a waste. I feel like I need that for something bigger. Next combat, can't combat. Alright. He's top decking, so he's kind of in a pickle. He did draw another Banishing Light. Would not surprise me. Alright, so now he's going to be swinging with 3/4s, or he's just going to wait, because he can't stand getting smoked in the face. Yeah, alright. See what you got there. Clean the land, bro. I need a creature. This kind of sucks. There's no point in doing that. I gotta get rid of his creatures. Shepherd of the Flock will become a flyer when that happens. I don't really have any desire to do anything else because all this does is give me mana. I'm short on creatures. I need some creatures. Alright, pump it up, that's fine. Just gonna get some flyers, they're gonna come back, I get it. Because I'm gonna swing. I have to. I can't not swing in this. They'll eventually die. That's what I was looking for. Oof. He's not going to be happy about that. I don't even care, man. You can let both of them die and you can get some flyers. I don't really care. I mean, you could hit me for 18 in the air, I guess. But my Scythe Cat is going to have... That's the least of your worries, man. I'm pretty sure this game's over. There's nothing you can do. You got a 5/6. You better walk away. Because I'm going to put 1 land, 2 land, 3 land out there. It's going to happen. It's totally going on my... bigger than that. Yeah, you're screwed, by the way. Oops. It's alright. Oh, that's just sick, dude. He's probably gonna walk away, I would. Yeah. It's game, bro. I don't think you can stop it. You can stop 2. If this times out, oh my gosh, literally 4 minutes of waiting for this guy to do something, or for the computer to, or the system to register a draw or an error in the game. Chances are it'll just end. He'll walk away when this timeout because he's not there. He's bounced already, or maybe that's what happened. Maybe he bounced and the system didn't register it, and it's just sitting there waiting on him. Finally. No, I wasn't going to leave, dude. I want to watch this minus 26 hit you in the face. So let's see what he's got. He's got sleeves on, so he likes to keep it clean and cool. I don't even know if I have sleeves on. I may have put them on a while back and just never changed it. I probably got some jankies on there. Oh, I guess I would know. It's down here. So no, I don't have any sleeves. I don't play like that. I'm not a sleeve kind of guy. I probably do have some. I think there were some free sleeves that they handed out. I missed my Bob Ross lands too. I just realized that in an email. I could have gotten Bob Ross lands. It said by December 14th, but I've tried codes after those deadlines, and they don't. Some of them still work, so I don't know. I'll try it again before we get off here tonight. Some Bob Ross lands. I purchased the ones from the Secret Lair drop series already anyway, so that was kind of nice. Oof, these temples are gonna kill me. I'm gonna get the green out there first. If it's a land, I'll probably. If it's a regular land, I might take it because I could use the speed. Oh, I've got to keep Fabled Passage. Dang it. That's alright. I mean, I need it. Why would you not want Fabled Passage? He's got red. So far it's solid red. Is he going to be a bust him in the chops kind of red guy? Or what's he going to be? We'll do the other red as long as we have. I can get Temple out there. I will pass on land this time. Okay, Beanstalk Giant. Huge for Territorial Scythe Cat, so I will go ahead and hold on to that. Oh, you know what I did wrong? Not really. I could have put the Lotus Cobra out already, but I can get him out and my Elysian Carotid. I could have done this. I could have done the Cobra that time. He's looking at it, but I don't think he is. Like, I feel like this is just super slow. Dang. Super slow! I guess the trigger to this effect is he going to try to kill it before I get my land out there to trigger my extra mana? I'm sure his instant effect is faster than mine. Come on! Why is this taking so long? Green? Now we'll get my mana dorks up there. So you're going to get rid of one of these. If you got the right cards, you're going to get rid of both of them. I mean, you could have two shocks. Anything's possible. I feel like I should just bounce this game. Not because I don't want to play, but because I don't want to sit here and wait for the struggle bus. Exile instead. That's fine. I'm not happy with what you just did to me, but I'll take it. If you got nothing but kill over there. Look at you. All right, that's fair. 'Tis fair. So I'm a 2-1. Dang it. He's gonna have more. I think that's all he's gonna do is kill. I'm not a big fan of this guy right now, but I'm gonna do this. Maybe I shouldn't do this. Let's see what happens here. Probably gonna get a card I want. Fabled Pass, that's fine. Yeah, I'll do Phylath because I could use that. He's gonna be ticked about that one, but I'm gonna need that. Especially when I get going. I don't mind hitting him for damage. If you want to play this game, I won't put anything out there. I'll just do land drops and smoke you. Did you pass already? What kind of jank stuff is that? Now, let's see what happens here. I'll kill it right away. It's alright, get rid of them all. Ooh! I wanted that. It's the worst thing to have drawn in this situation. That sucks. Oh, I only got 2 of them. That's my trigger card. One of my trigger cards. So he essentially is just kill. Scorched Dragonfire Shock, so he's probably got more of these. He's got 2 down. So I'm going to be kind of in a bad situation until I can get Phylath out there, because he's going to have to play a lot to get that out there. I mean, I got to make it worth my while to get my Scythe Cat up there. He's going to probably continue to try to bust it. I got to make it big enough. Oh, no! Wow, I am drawing all the crap. Alright, I just gotta go with it at this point. Make my Sky Cat pretty big, force his hand. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna damage him, but now I'm in a situation where I'm losing my good stuff. I lost my Song Creation, because so that's the only downside. You get Valakut Exploration out there a little early, and you don't have what you want, you may do what just happened to me. I just lost 2 good cards because I needed to, I don't know what you want to call it, whatever. I'm going to beef up a creature. Green. Come on, block it. Don't worry, I won't target it. Thank you. He gave up. Either it was too slow for him or he just had a feeling he wasn't going to get very far with that. I used Phylath again. That wasn't all I was hoping for. I was hoping to find some other triggers, but sometimes you just, you know. So that right, I just noticed that is one of my mild flaws with Valakut Exploration, is you will get rid of some stuff. But as you can see, he was already down to 15 life, and I hadn't even hit him yet with attacks. So that can get out of hand. You can easily mill or draw yourself 20 cards and just hit your opponent. Use that as your dank win or jank win. I could pull it off with this deck. I don't have any black and white spells. I'm never going to get that one to trigger. That's the reason why I put the lands together, to play 25 lands. Now the stupid part about it is it's only going to register when I actually play a land, not when they enter the battlefield due to an effect. So 2-0, not bad. Let's see if we can get somebody that's really going to put us in a competitive mind frame. Alright, 4 lands, the exploration again, but I do have Ancient Green Warden in my hand, so that's huge because I can get my lands back real quick. I do not have a red for the Brushfire or the Valakut, so that is a pain in the butt. But I like a challenge, so, and I don't like mulligan because then I'll get mad because I won't get something in my opponent's turn. That's the other thing that sucks. I get to go first every time. Alright, we gotta go look for something here. Gotta keep it. That's my red. Oh, I'm gonna get the mana. I like it. We'll go ahead and search. So I can't play anything anyway. Keeping it. Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Get me something. I've got my trigger cards ready to go. I got to get the mana build for them though. That's where I'm kind of in a pickle. Brushfire Elemental. Just going to come out here with a quick nasty. Might as well put it out there. Swing with 3. Punch him in the face real quick. Let's see what happens. Now the sucky part is I want to do Song Creation so I can play an extra land, so that when he puts a blocker out here, which you did see, this is another thing that's driving me nuts. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm on Standard. Why on earth are they playing a Gigantosaurus? I'm going to post this video and I need somebody to explain to me why we're playing against cards that are not in Standard based on the Standard format of this MTG Arena. Is everything all squirrely right now? What the heck's going on? This is stupid. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Let's see what we can muster up here. Oh! Lotus Cobra. What kind of crap is that? Use it, but we may have to just damage him. I can't get around that Gigantosaurus. Even when I get my good stuff out there, I can't get around that guy. He's huge. How the freak, man? Like, seriously, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I can't take 10. I gotta block. This is gonna hurt. I'm gonna lose to a deck that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand that at all. I'm gonna get rid of all my stuff. Like I can't. Ugh. This is dumb. This is frustrating. It's not even standard. How the freak? I don't. What the heck's going on? This is stupid. I play Song of Creation, and I can't play anything else. I lose everything. I get one more land out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can't even place. I can't even play anything. Aha. Did I already play a land for turn? I did. Son of a... I don't care. Dang, he's gonna almost smoke me. Why did they get more than that? Shameful. I'm not gonna block. No point blocking. X. Why? I don't. The ruling. Why are non-standard cards in the standard format right now? Like seriously, I'll even go show you what I've been playing. I won't even change the screen. Are they being accepted in a standard format because these cards are in Brawl decks or in the Commander decks? That's crap. That's not how that works. Look, standard ranked. Standard. Look, I gotta go first. Surprise, surprise. I'm gonna miss the Scythe Cat getting a counter on the one for the first turn, but I'll be able to give it a counter and an additional land. Ooh, I do have Brushfire Elemental. What do I think here? Should I do Cobra and then wait, or should I just go ahead and hit him with one with my Elemental? Because then I could play Cobra next turn, put a land out there, and I can't get Scythe Cat. Let's try it. Let's see what happens here. Maybe he'll try to kill it with a stupid death spell, and I won't have to worry about it hurting my Cobra. Yep. Kill it! No, that was gross, sorry. Whatever. I messed up, didn't I? Wouldn't have mattered anyway. I would have had 2 mana. Let's try it this way. See if he kills it. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he stays away. Well, that's intriguing. So if I play another Lotus Cobra, I like this idea better. Did I lose a life? Oh. Wait, what? I feel like I just lost a life. That was weird. Well, I don't have my blue. Screwed the pooch on that one. Dang, well. Oh, it's Underworld Dreams is hitting me is what it is. Well, let's play this game then. You got rid of all of them? That's cool. How do you draw 2 of them? Alright, we're gonna have to play this game. I'm just gonna drop land. I wish I could say that stuff. This is going to be rough. Hello, are you going to say random stuff? How do you say random stuff? What do you have to pay? Who do you have to pay to say random things? Like, I can't say random things anymore. I get the same crap. How do you say random cool stuff? I want to say random cool stuff. Random cool stuff. Another Lotus Cobra. Why not? Let's get mana stupid. Let's see what happens here. Is this what you don't like, me rushing ahead? Not a big fan of this. Serves me right for rushing ahead. I didn't rush ahead. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? You sometimes got to get your opponent quicker. Like, don't give me that crap. Obviously, I had to against you, but you got rid of all my stuff. So then what is this thing anyway? I got 2 of them now. I feel like this is not a good idea. Whenever you cast an instant sorcery or wizard spell, put a charge counter on Relic Amulet. Remove all charge counters from Relic Amulet. Deals that much damage. That's in a... it's Zendikar Rising. I feel like I'm... Okay. Okay. So do I want another? I feel like I do. See that? He got red, so he's probably gonna wax my Cobra. The elementals you can manage with those if you got chumpers, but the Cobra makes it difficult to stop because of all the mana build. I got an extra one, so we're good here. I might pause on the Cobra though. He's gotta kill it. How many do they have to have before he can deal damage? Pay 2, remove all charge counters. I'm gonna do it so he can get rid of 2 of my creatures. Pretty good card. Really? You went that route? I don't know about you. Two mana. Should get 4 here. I can put my Ogre Battle Driver out there now. Everything has haste. But he is going to get what? So cast an instant sorcerer spell, gets a counter. So he can get rid of, at most, he can only get rid of 2 creatures. Wizard spell. So 3 creatures. Maybe 4. Plays Opt. You can get rid of the other ones too. So I'm losing Ogre Battle Driver. Surprised you don't have to counter it. Or sacrifice it or something. I like that. I always like that. My mana for something else, but I can really make him hurt. Can't use the mana for anything that I know of. I don't have anything to tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. I don't know why it's highlighted. I can't really get anything. I don't have any more mana left. And no attacks. Now, if he wants to get rid of that, he's got to really get squirrely. I mean, 2 shocks. That's 4 damage. Pumps that up. Pumps that up. I mean, essentially could. Ogre Battle Driver was huge. He should have got rid of the Cobras. That slows me up big time. He will now. I like that card. That's pretty nasty. I must have missed it when as many boxes that I opened up. Didn't even know it existed. Let's check. I got a couple of those. I mean, I probably knew it existed, but I apparently wasn't paying attention to it. There it is. Yep. Strange. I don't need any more mana, so there's no point in me putting this land out there. I mean, I guess I need to. Just so that he has more, he has to try to take more of it down. I don't want to give him a reason to. Make you sacrifice something. Wizard. Do twist on things. Instants and sorceries for red, and then all wizards, and then use that relic game. That's pretty nice. The fact that he got 2 of them is kind of annoying me. So we have 1 creature left, because you're gonna have to stop both of these. Come on, give me something I can get crazy with. No lands. Something else. Not bad. You're gonna lose two things. You have to block them both. Unfortunately for you, unless you're gonna get multiple. Ooh, cramping. My hammy's cramping. The chances are you're gonna walk away. I feel a walking away scenario here. You can kill my scythe cat. And my cobra. Let me kill either one of them, I don't care. You need to play a wizard spell to stay alive. Oh, I see. Good play. Gotta use both of them to get rid of it, though. Well played. Well played. Well played. I don't care if you kill the scythe cat. I'm gonna make you pay. Top decking sometimes isn't all that great. You leaving? Guess you're waiting for the good game. Good game. I tried. You're just too quick. So I just withered him down. That's a pretty good deck. I like that setup. That's pretty neat. Haven't seen that before. So, pretty cool. Alright, well, we're about an hour into the video here, so hopefully you guys got some good good stuff out of that one. See what the deck I put together that I really had fun playing. I have fun playing. It's done a lot for me to get me up to the platinum level I'm at. So, feel free to copy it, use it, tweak it, make your own, whatever. I don't care. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to do this more often. I don't have a lot of decks to really deck tech right now. The ones I did previously I've already went over. This is a newer one. I've got a couple other ones that I can do, but I'm going to have to start building some new stuff. But I do want to try to throw this more often. I've said this before, but I've been sidetracked from a lot of stuff this year. But I do want to get this out like once a week, if not every other week, along with the regular booster pack opening stuff. So thanks for sticking with me for this full hour. If you did and you enjoyed some of this, if you did not and you only watched 20 seconds of it, I hope you enjoyed the 20 seconds. More stuff coming down the road like always. Catch you on the next video. Deuces.